my experience of the Wallasey blackout, dated Friday the 21st of June 2019. Electricity blackout, that is. We suffered a blackout of electricity in Wallasey, in the road where I live. And it's the first time in my life I've ever experienced a blackout of any of the, either of the two amenities, gas or the lecky. Doesn't happen with water, does it? You know, there's always some way you can get water, isn't there? You can just pop next door, can't you? Get me? If you're lucky, all your water goes. If you don't have a generator, if you're lucky, all your gas goes. If you don't have a generator, you're screwed, aren't you? Right, I've got some rain here, I've got to find some shelter. Back in a bit. Found a bush shelter, mega. Rain of biblical proportions. Right. As you can imagine, what I'm going to tell you, having a blackout on the Friday, as you can imagine, it conjures up all kinds of paranoia, right, to the unexpected, right. And what happens, I was hit twice. A few houses were hit twice in the same period of 24 hours. And a few houses were hit just the once. Now, the first of the two periods of times, the shorter of the two, happened to just a handful of us. As I say, I was one of them, right? And this occurred around about 10:30 in the AM. Now I remember because all the lecky just went off, right? I remember because I was still in bed, but I can remember because I had left my bedroom light on, right? And coincidentally, as I woke, right, I woke to my bedroom light going off on its own, right? I just heard my bedroom light. I saw my bedroom light go off. You know, in the peripheral of one's eyes. You know, when you're waking up, first open your eyes in the morning, right? Just coincidentally, I woke as I was opening my eyes. My light turned off on its own, get me, right? To the first period of blackout, right? So I knew in my mind, I knew there was something weird going on, right? I knew there was something strange going on, right? Before I'd even really woke up that fateful day. Now, I sort of like fell back asleep without even lifting my head off the pillow. One of them Friday morning, I was like, woke up, but I didn't get up. I was sort of like, I remember noticing my bedroom light going off on its own, right? But then I remember just like waking up a few hours later, proper. It was about 2 hours later, I woke up proper. And it was like, oh God, right, that's right. The bedroom light went out on its own a few hours ago. I remember, oh right, that's right. That's why I'm going to go to my kitchen now and not be able to get a cup of coffee. Right, looking around me, and I've got the cat which needs feeding, and shit, my cookers, electricity. Right, I've got no portable camp gas stove, fire things stuffed in me kitchen cupboard anywhere, so it's like, oh no, what am I going to do, kind of thing. I'd realised it was something out of my control, out of my hands, because I have a credit card, I have a credit meter when it comes to electricity, so, and I know that my direct debits are being paid out of my account, etc, etc. And as the company are in the title of this video, I will say the company being Scottish Power Manweb. So I know basically that, you know, it weren't going to be my fault why all of a sudden I was without electricity. So what I did is I just got my shit together, put my shoes on and ran over the road and took my flask over and asked them to fill it with hot water for me while I ran back to mine and made myself a coffee while I got my head together before I started phoning around, you know what I mean, to get it sorted. 2-3 hours later, got in touch with Scottish Power. My phone was down then because my phone's connected to the electricity supply to the house. I was completely without any kind of means, absolutely no means. It was just myself and the shirt on my back at this point. Scottish Power, they were brilliant. I can't praise them enough. Scottish Power, you were brilliant. I cannot praise you enough. This video being to your credit. Credit where it's due. Even though I still had the life taken out of me. I did, because I'd just been to the meat man a fortnight ago and filled up my freezer completely to the max with meat. And that meat lasts me about 2.5 months to eat all that meat which I bought the other week. And I'd only just bought it. And it was a good 3 hours. It was off, we were off for, and it did include my phone, as I had run out of credit on my mobile phone, and the battery was virtually flat on it. So my lecky goes down, and fuck, as I say, I can't even make myself a cup of coffee, right? Anyway, well, I'm fortunate, I'm blessed, because I got gift gab. I always talk to my neighbours every day, etc., where some people don't, do they? I do, so I'm able to get through scrapes like this. But anyway, that was the first stint of Blackout. For me, over with. Right. I can only assume when Manweb came out to put me back on after the first stint, that they went down the road and the other few houses which were affected by the first stint were also being put back on as well. And I will say, as they were putting me back on, they did say sort of thing, we'll have to come back in a little while, just to check that things are alright, just in case we have to correct the mains to the actual house, to the supply to the house, just in case we have to correct that. Alright, that's what they did say under their breath, right, but they did say it, specifically, yeah. But anyway, I was like, hoo-ha, fantastic. I goes out for a few hours walk, as I said, I goes out for that few hours walk for a chill, yeah. To get away from it all. Legally, they can leave us disconnected up to 12 hours on the spare at the moment, because apparently a fully stocked freezer can take up to 12 hours to defrost. And if it's fully stocked, because the food itself, the frozen food itself, keeps itself, all the other frozen, keeps itself frozen, get me? Keeps it frozen for a long period of time. You know, the less stocked freezer won't stay frozen for so long, but apparently because that can occur 12 hours and the law allows it, so you know, I did have the panic setting into me, you know, coming up to like 3 hour mark by the time I'd been put back on, you know, the first period when that had been put back on. I did start having it, I did still panic, even though I said pay top dollar for my supply. As I say, go for me walk, come back. You know that thing they said subconsciously in their subconscious side breath about having to check the road supply just to be safe, sort of thing, after they put me back on. Remember that? Remember I told you about that? When I came back from my little walk, all the road was cordoned off. I passed a load of JCBs, at least 2 JCBs, yeah, and about 15 workmen. They were all in their fluorescent, all-in-one outfits. There was obviously a lot of road digging going on. JCB, a lot of noise, a lot of machinery noise as I walked into it all. And it was right outside where I live, right outside my house where it was mainly happening. But because there was so much chaos going on, it was organised chaos there, but because there was so much of it going on, I didn't really see where the digging exactly was going on. I just saw, as I say, a lot of workmen in all of my peripheral vision. And as I say, as I got to my house, that's where the noise, the machinery noise was going on. That's where most of the congregating was going on. That's where most of the noise sort of like was centraling from, right outside my house. Passed a few neighbours en route to my house. Was on foot, coming back from my little walk from the park. I completely aired out my head. I completely relaxed and chilled out. Passing a few neighbours just before I arrived at my house, and I got the impression that they were coming out their house, because they were coming out their houses in their underwear and stuff, sort of like just like t-shirts and boxer shorts on, yeah, and they were coming out in sort of like in a hasty kind of fashion, as if the work had just kind of like begun. When I'd left my road to go to the park, there was not a single noise, not a single workman in sight. It was, my electricity had been put back on, and everything was normal in the road. On coming back after about an hour in the park, it had all changed. So, and as I say, I saw some of my neighbours coming out to speak to some of the workmen, and they were in there. They were semi-dressed, so I could tell they were coming out of their houses in haste, as if there was sort of like something going on. But I just kind of like walked past it all, walked through all the workmen, and even though you've seen in the video where the hole, even though you've seen the hole outside my front door, I actually walked into my house without knowing that there was anything going on outside my house, so to speak. You know, they've seen the hole on the video, yeah. You've seen the hole at the foot of my forecourt, foot of my driveway. I actually walked into my house without actually knowing that that was there. So it was only when the workmen had gone, about 2 hours later, that I actually noticed said hole at the foot of my driveway. Most bizarre. Came into my house anyway, past the neighbours, past all the workmen, walked through all the chaos, past the JCBs and all the men. You could tell the men who were in all their construction outfits, they all looked really busy.